That's a good place to start.
Okay. Well, you as usual, your intro, I'm outro.
Yep. Welcome back to another episode of the Standard Drink Podcast with with your host Bo and Brendan.
Oh, you're shaped like a boat.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah. So, interesting week it's been, I reckon.
Yeah, I've only seen little bits here and there, to be perfectly honest.
Okay. So, well,
I really need to get my ass into gear.
yeah, just. Well, you don't have to really focus that much on the news because I'm the one who just brings it all up anyway.
Yeah, and then next thing is like, ooh, it sparked a memory.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously over the last week, the Jenkins report came out, which involves the workplace sexual harassment within Parliament and yeah. So
I said, you mentioned something and something from subconscious goes, about that.
So that came out recently, and reading through it, it basically comes down to the fact that well over 300 people had been interviewed who were currently and formerly within Parliament on the federal level regarding sexual harassment in the workplace and all that kind of stuff, and there's been recommendations to come out where they have to try and change that whole culture. And, and it's all been left up into Scott Morrison's hands at the moment. Oh,
fucking Christ.
And, Scott Morrison's going to be like, oh, do I have to do that before or after the footy season? Because I've got to go watch me Sharks play. Scotty, you got to do it now. Oh, but the footy season's coming.
It'd be like, do I need to do this before or after the election? Because I'm hoping to win.
Trust me, he won't win.
No,
but, parliamentary sort of workplace harassment, which was sort of I think everybody knew, it was a big open secret to everybody, sort of how it is with the Catholic Church.
There's a lot of fucking.
Well, yeah, consensual and non-consensual, obviously. Well, especially with Brittany Higgins and all that, with her rape the rape allegations she made, and I think the guy's actually been charged, and I think he's gone to trial. I think I can't remember. I think I've seen his face if they've published it or not, but I honestly can't remember.
Yeah.
So that's where it all is basically stemming from, this whole report. And then now they've interviewed well over a couple hundred people, and there's there's a big fucking...
There's a lot of shit going down here that we really need to talk about.
Yeah, there's a big cultural fucking issue going on and all that, which is sort of I kind of expect a little bit more from a bloody politician to not be raping people in Parliament House.
Well, in Australia, yeah.
Yeah, within Australia. I don't know what it's going to be like in Zimbabwe or somewhere like that.
the Republic of Congo.
Or freaking Swahili or something like that. I don't know. Some African.
Swahili is a language, I believe.
And then obviously because of this Jenkins report, it probably came out with one of the best freaking moments in probably Australian politics in a long while. Mm-hmm. So Albanese standing up and talking to the Speaker of the House and all that, and something, such and such. And then all of a sudden, Dutton gets up, and he starts talking to the Speaker. I showed you the video.
Yeah.
And he's trying to, interject himself, and Albo's just looking at himself, looking at him going, hey, what do you, sit down, man, sit down, you buffhead.
It just shows that everyone's patience is starting to wear thin.
Oh, but out of all the things you can call him, you call him a fucking buffhead, which is probably, I mean...
Well, you got to think, if he flat out swore in Parliament, he'd get in shit for it. Buffhead's not really a...
I reckon it probably would have been a good career move or political move to actually call him a fuckhead.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon, people would have been yeah, fucking Dutton, fucking fuckhead. But people are still, happy with Boofhead. I mean, I'm happy with Boofhead because...
Yeah, you lost your shit.
Yeah, because fucking Dutton is a duplicitous shit. He is scum of all scum, he is.
As bad as ScoMo?
Oh, yeah, actually, because he's the Home Affairs Minister, which basically relates to all the defence, but also all the...
so he's the fucker that had us end up pissing off the French.
No, that was still ScoMo. But Dutton would have been I would say Dutton would be in his ear. No, it would have been American oligarchs or the American, American fucking business people in his ears going, yeah, nah, do this. No, but Dutton's, Home Affairs Minister, which, relates to, home defense, but also immigration as well.
Yeah.
So he's basically the one overcharge of, sorting out immigration issues, especially what's on like Christmas Island with the detention centers and all that, where, basically internment camps for people that are sitting in fucking purgatory, not knowing whether they're going to get let in or not, or they're going to get deported. And it's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and granted, most of them are people that just hopped on a boat from the Philippines trying to get over.
Well, that's the majority of people who are on Christmas Island are people who are come over here illegally, whether it was through the boat people, which was the big scare for a couple of years back, and then that all died off.
Yeah.
There's other like the Biola family, the Sri Lankan family that lived in somewhere in some town in bloody Queensland for multiple years. And then they've just realised, oh, wait, you guys are illegal immigrants. Boom, we'll fucking shift you off to Christmas Island.
Fuck.
And then it's sort of like people, the whole town is actually, what the fuck are you doing? We want them here. They're actually a valuable member of our community. And, they've had appeals and trying to get the freaking, try and get a permanent residency. And every time it's just nope, not happening.
Just and immediate shot down.
Yeah, and one of their daughters is has needed urgent medical care as well, and they've had to ship her from Christmas Island to fucking Perth and all that to get hospital care and all that kind of stuff. Jesus. And they've been out on Christmas Island for nearly 2-3 years now.
See, that's a fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. The whole fucking at the detention center, which is an internment camp, which is I don't see it as a detention camp. It's an internment camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're sitting there living in fucking squalor, basically, not knowing, oh, am I gonna finally get into fucking Australia or do I go back to my country? And I bet you there's been so many of them that have been I would like to go back to my country, and they've probably been nah, you're gonna have to sit here and just go through the process.
Yeah, more than I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, because I tried to look into it and to see if it's owned by the actual government or is it owned by a fucking private corporation. And from what I've seen, it's owned by the government, but it's contracted out to Serco. So, the company is working the guards and the administration part of it, sort of the on-site sort of stuff. They don't own anything there.
In other words, they're not a part of management. They're just...
Well, I mean, obviously Serco would be doing on-site administration and that, but they're not the overseers.
Yeah, they're not the overseers.
Yeah, so that's left up to the Australian government, but it's still just fuck,
Yeah.
And then speaking about fucking Scott Morrison, he fucking did a big publicity stunt, which was virtually part of his campaign for the election, which I've got to say, motherfucker, just call the election already. We know you're campaigning. Just fucking call the election. I want to know when the election is so then I can start promoting against you and get fucking Albanese in. Fuck you. Just call the election. You've got to do it by May. We're in December, January, February, March, April, May. 5-6 months. Just call the fucking election. I'm sick of waiting.
Yeah, it's because you... Also, it's if he's starting to do promotion and all that, in other words, he's trying to get ahead of the promotion.
Oh, no, Albanese's right on his tail.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, Albanese's already seen, oh, yeah, he's campaigning, so we're going to start campaigning.
It's okay, let's fucking go for this.
So everyone signed the campaign with, no real reason to campaign, because it's we know it's coming, but we don't know when. So he's done a big, campaign publicity stunt, where he went to the Bathurst 1000. Oh God! And he went and presented a trophy to a Hall of Famer and that an inductee to the Hall of Fame. They're Jamie Wimcup or something like that. Which I've heard the name. I've heard the Wimcup name. I can't remember his first name. And then he did a hot lap, and apparently the whole time he was there, he was just getting fucking booed.
Not surprising.
I mean, that cunt doesn't even look like he. If I was his PR manager, I would have turned around and said, go there, present the Hall of Fame, trophy to Wimcup. Probably don't do the hot lap. Go sit in the fucking crowd for a few hours, smash some tinnies and that. Then go do a fucking hot lap. You know,
yeah, but
no, he didn't drive. He didn't drive. Like
Yeah.
they had a supercar driver doing.
they had.
He was just a passenger.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, then you go and do the hot lap, go woo, fuck, and like you rock out like a fucking bloody Australian flag singlet, you know, some shorts, some thongs, you know, just go like somewhat like not over the top Australiana, but do something like mildly Australian, like at least that. Probably grow out a mullet just for this occasion, and then fucking do the hot like you. I don't know why I'm giving advice for Scott Morrison because I know he's too stupid.
Let's all be honest. He should probably do what Biden does. Hide in the fucking basement and let his PR team just do everything.
No, but that's what he should do. But you know what his background is, right?
Yeah, marketing.
So he can't be in the background because he's a marketer. He has to be front and center.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but the problem is everything that he tried to... He might be a marketer, but everything that he had his hand in fucking failed in the arse.
Yeah, like...
Just because you're a marketer, mate, you're a pretty shit marketer.
Like I remember talking when we talked about when he was doing marketing and he was doing that "Where the bloody hell are you?" ad.
Yeah.
That was a fucking flop.
Oh yeah, and then some.
Yeah, it didn't get the right demographic. In fact, that demographic he was targeting went, whew, the percentage of their
like let's face it, the most popular or the most well-known thing right now when it comes to marketing Australia is still throw a shrimp on the Barbie, because fucking you would cop that anywhere in the goddamn
actually,
world.
surprisingly, if I had to say what was actually the most successful marketing ad was that Qantas ad of like, you know, I still call Australia home.
Oh yeah,
that one I reckon
that one was a good one.
I reckon that is probably one because people still reference that today.
Yeah, that's the same with the shrimp on the Barbie, and you got to think that one's from back in the what?
Well, that's more
late 80s, early 90s?
Well, you know that's an American That's an American thing.
Yeah, I know, because the simple fact is we don't throw shrimp on the fucking Barbie.
We'll throw a fucking prawn on there, but we wouldn't... But again...
Nah, even then, it's like throw a goddamn steak on the Barbie, mate.
No, it would be more like, you know, we wouldn't throw a shrimp on the Barbie. We'd go down to the market, buy some fucking pre-cooked fucking prawns, and then fucking peel them and start eating them.
Exactly.
That's like the most
We're lazy fuckers.
No, we don't. We don't get the. We get the ones with the prawns where we have to de-shell them themselves.
Yeah, but we're lazy fuckers. We don't cook them.
No, of course not, because it has to be cooked already.
Oh, unless I'm cooking and then.
Nah, just be fucking nah. Just give me a kilo of cooked fucking tiger prawns.
Yeah,
and that's
but
it.
you know what I'm like. If I'm cooking, I'll cook from scratch.
Funny, and also what came out of fucking Bathurst 1000 as well was
that poor little echidna.
Oh, that echidna, man. Yeah, it literally got
that thing. That thing had something watching over it because it should have been run over a few times.
Like I have to give kudos to the fucking those drivers, man. Like there was one that
I saw the one that like actually swerved and almost lost it, but he just went.
Yeah, nah. And then like poor little kid, even got its own little safety car as well. Like they brought out the safety car, making sure like all the cars are not driving faster than that, so that they can get the kid off the fucking track. Like there you go.
It was sort of cute.
Oh yeah, I mean that was that was actually one of the biggest talking points of that whole fucking race.
Yeah, wasn't there a Bathurst that a car almost got taken out by a kangaroo?
Yeah, it's always it's the only fucking...
it's like Bathurst. Just, at some point or other, you're gonna see a classic, iconic Australian animal somewhere on the fucking racetrack.
See, there's only fucking 2 races that I know that are in Australia alone, and that's the Bathurst 1000.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And the MotoGP, which is here in Melbourne.
Yeah, it's the
which Sydney's apparently trying to. Yeah, which apparently Sydney's trying to take from us, and we've done just like, nope, not happening.
No, but surprisingly, Albert Park's F1 races is also supposedly a pretty big deal.
Yeah, well, anything at Albert Park is
yeah.
But I know like the MotoGP itself is like the biggest one of them.
Yeah,
here. And like, Sydney's like, oh no, we're gonna try and take him. Like, yeah, no, not happening.
Yeah.
Like, we've already got the facilities, like Melbourne, and plus like. All the freaking F1 fucking drivers and that know us, and like
it's like, mate, we're on the fucking circuit.
Yeah, we're
on
a
set race for the circuit. Go fuck yourself.
It's just trying to like take the Australian Open and put it up in like fucking Sydney or somewhere.
Yeah, go to hell.
Yeah, nah.
Like our Phillip Island races are also pretty big.
Yeah, Phillip Island. Yeah.
Phillip Island races are big ones.
Yeah. I mean, Sydney's what does Sydney? The only thing like I can think of like Sydney only really having is Randwick, which is like Royal Randwick, but that's not as big as Melbourne Cup. Like you got the biggest horse race in Australia.
Yeah.
When it's literally called the race that stops the nation. You don't.
And guess what? It's called Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, so it's Melbourne Cup. But they're not going to be like, we're going to take Melbourne Cup. I'm like, no, you know for a fact you can't take it.
Yeah, well, it's like Melbourne Cup. I'm sorry, that's staying put. AFL Grand Final, MCG.
Well, when it's not COVID, yeah.
Yeah, but MCG.
Yeah.
That's a given. It's one of the oldest footy grounds in Australia.
Yeah.
Or is it the oldest footy?
No, it would be Sydney. It really depends. It's either going to be the SCG or the MCG.
Yeah. But yeah, Grand Final, Melbourne. Australian Open, Melbourne.
Yep.
MotoGPs. The Phillip Island races. Fucking, what else do we have?
Well then, I was going to say Melbourne Fashion Week, but then that's, Melbourne.
Yeah, that's Melbourne Fashion Week.
But
Sydney have their own Fashion Week.
Yeah,
as well.
Melbourne Comedy. But I reckon the Melbourne Comedy Festival's a little bit bigger.
Midsummer Festival.
Yep, Midsummer.
That's the biggest LGBT festival in Australia.
I reckon Mardi Gras is actually.
Oh, yeah. No, but Mardi Gras is like a week. Our festival lasts literally from mid-Jan to...
Mardi Gras is more of like the night event, but but it is a huge event.
Yeah,
like,
you know how long Midsummer goes for, yeah? It goes for like a month.
Yeah, I understand, yeah. But does it get the same? But it doesn't get the same.
No, because it doesn't get the big parades, but the parties. Oh dear God, the parties.
I mean, I've been to a few
There's after parties for after
Well, I've been to a few Mardi Gras
parties.
parades and a few of the going to the clubs afterwards.
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I've been to a few Midsummer festivals, and yeah, it's fucking nuts. Like literally, if you get the right group of people, I shit you not, you could be going from one party to the next for the next like a week straight.
Okay, now speaking about Mardi Gras, because that's in around when does that come around? I think like March, doesn't it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
March, April.
Which, let's face it, it's a pretty stupid idea not to have it in summer.
True, but March, April is still fairly warm, especially it's warmish. But you don't want it overly hot where people are passing out. So, but that's what I'm thinking.
That's why Midsummer works, because everyone's drinking.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking is like, okay, let's say it's March, right? Do you think Scott Morrison would use that as a publicity stunt?
Yes.
Do you think he would be like, all right, now the next float coming along is Scott Morrison. Yeah, vote for me.
I will honestly say yes, he would try to use it as a publicity stunt, and yes, it will crash and fucking burn so badly
no, actually, because he's
you want to look away, but you can't.
Well, no, because he's a religious person.
Oh yeah, he's a Catholic boy, isn't he?
Well, Hillsong, so...
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, he's a Hillsong boy.
Oh, dear God.
So, he's like the...
Yeah, okay, he will not use Mardi Gras at all for any...
He would use it to appeal to the religious people.
Yeah, and piss off everybody else.
Yeah, well, he doesn't care as long as he gets the religious voting base, which he already has, because he's a Hillsong boy. He already... Yeah.
And how much corruption has Hillsong been accused of?
It's what I told you, where not the head of the church himself, but he was meant to be. There was AFP officers wanted to interview him regarding sexual abuse on minors within the church.
Yeah.
And Scott Morrison was like, yeah, no, get the fuck out of the country. I know you need to go to America where the HQ is. I understand that. And that's when he was like, yeah, man, like, Scott, I really need to get back to the United States because, like, they really need me over there and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll get you over there. Don't worry. Like, you get a free pass for me.
Don't worry about the AFP. I'll handle them.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I reckon he would have told Scott, like, yeah, dude, Brian, because I think his name's Brian or something. Brian, what's wrong? Man, like, I mean, some of the priests have been fucking, raping the kid. Oh, again, really? Yeah, don't worry, I'll get you out of the country, don't worry. Oh, okay, AFP, okay, we need to question Brian. Oh, I don't know where the fuck he is. I mean, like, I think he went back to the States. Why did you let him go? Oh, he needed to go.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, God. What else is... Oh,
was he an altar boy when he was younger?
He probably was, knowing him. And he's like, oh, now I must do unto the boys that were done to me. I
must do unto thee what was done unto me.
Yeah. What else was... Oh, so the controversial pandemic bill had passed in Victoria. So
I really need to look into that more.
So basically, what I think it is just holding the government more accountable for, like, decisions regarding, like, if a pandemic hits and all that, having, like, independent committees and that, reviewing, like, developing situations and making recommendations and, like, decisions on what to do and all that kind of stuff. Basically giving the government more power to, if the federal government is not, reacting fast enough, then Victoria eventually can react faster by going, okay, well, we're going to shut the our state borders, so yada, yada, yada.
So, in other words, but here, like, this is the thing, like, and this is what's just caught me completely off guard. Like, this bill is making it so people can be held accountable.
But don't forget, like, it allows government more power to make decisions, so mandates and that kind of stuff. So, like, when it comes into, like, lockdowns and vaccine mandates and, like, that's what I mean. So that's what a lot of people are getting pissed off about.
Simple fact is, I am not a big fan of rioting or protesting. My apologies, I've watched too much American news. But I shit you not, if Victoria goes into another goddamn lockdown after 2 years of it, I'll be on the fucking front lines.
We won't. Like, even, like, the fact that, like...
Well, Andrews has already said, we are not changing what we're doing right now.
I was just literally about to say, even with the new Omicron variant out, they're just like, look, because it's what? I think the state...
We're over 90% right now.
I think we're just under 92% double dosed.
Which is fucking good.
Yeah.
Once we get 95, no more fucking check-ins.
Well, guess what it is at... Well, guess what single dose is at?
What?
Like 93.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so we're starting to...
We're screwed.
Yeah. But the thing is, but even Dan at this point, like, he's looked, in both, I would say, a logical standpoint, but also, he's refused to, as a political move and all that kind of stuff. It's like, look, lockdowns and, this kind of stuff is not a popular opinion. So even if the fucking Omicron variant is sucking out and about, we're not going to change it. Well, look at our fucking infection rates are still, like, in the hundreds, in the low thousands, in the low 1,000s. So we're still getting, like, a couple hundred to 1,000 new infections a day, and yet we're still having full capacity of venues, shopping centers and all that could be full capacity, but only for, like, obviously fully vaccinated people.
Yeah.
Which is, like,
at the same time, let's face it, they don't check it.
You'd be surprised, actually. No, they're actually full on to it.
What, shopping, supermarkets and all that?
No, supermarkets and pharmacies aren't under that rule because you can't stop someone who's unvaccinated by not getting their food or medication. Yeah. But, like, general retail and that, no, they're full on about it. Like, what was it, like a couple...
I would hate to be at Bunnings right now.
Oh, yeah, like, at Bunnings they're doing it. Even at fucking... I remember, like, when I went to Kmart, because I needed to get stuff for the gym and all that kind of stuff. And I checked in and all that kind of... And I started walking towards the door. And I seen, like... Because the security guard was on his break, so they had, like, one of the Kmart staffers there. And she sort of, like, did this whole, like, step in front of me sort of motion. It was like... And she's like, oh, do you have your vaccination passport or certificate? I was like, oh, shit, yeah, just give me 1 second, I'll bring that up for you. And I've gone... And she goes... Oh, yep, no, all good, and walked in. I was like, and that's when I remembered, that's right, all retail had doing that. And then as I was walking through the shopping centre, like, nearly every second store had someone, like, standing at the door, like a staffer. So that, I mean, yeah.
Like, we're still checking bars, like bars.
Well, we have to.
Yeah, bars especially. Because, let's face it, bars would be a fucking breeding ground.
Yeah, because it's a, like, tight-knit space. Yeah.
That's a lot of head on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's... Because it's a cold, dirty glass.
Yeah.
Well, a non-cold glass.
Yeah.
And it's already had a beer in it, so that's why the head's on it. No, that's actually about a standard head, actually.
For me, it looks like a lot of head. The only time I like head is when it counts.
Yeah. So now... Yeah. So now the protesters have moved from, as soon as the bill passed, the protesters moved off from bloody, the steps of Parliament House.
Yep.
Finally, because I walked past that a few days and I just kept laughing every time I went, like, come on, guys. Like, this bill's going to pass. Because, like the day before it passed, all the lower house, the lower house spent like 21 hours sitting on the floor, making all the amendments and all that kind of stuff. They did 21 hours straight.
Oh,
well, they had maybe like a quick recess.
Yeah,
but they
were going through it with a fine tooth comb.
Oh yeah, like they were going yeah, and 21 hours. And like there's videos of them like they weren't allowed to leave. I don't believe that. Obviously for like toilet breaks now. Yeah. But like, and they maybe had to bring some food in, like get something quick to eat.
Yeah, 21 hours. I wouldn't be asking for something quick to eat. I'm saying, like feed me.
Well, no, they were only having like a few minute like recesses where like someone who's doing like a bit of a dance just to keep their body moving. There's a few of the lower house members just like, okay. Oh, yeah. And they're like falling asleep in that.
Do you blame them?
And no, but my honest opinion about that whole thing was good. You actually, this is what, I expect from a politician. When you're coming down to the Nat's ass about a bill, I expect, politicians not to be like, okay, well, we'll have to, do 8 hours, suspend it, do another 8 hours, suspend it. Like, for like, no, that you get it done because this is very important.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter who was in that, whether it was Labour, Liberal, Nats, Independents. That all of them spent the 21 hours there. So I have all respect for the lower housemen on that because they actually went for the hours to do that. So yeah, so that got passed, and so all the protesters moved on, and now the protesters have moved outside the Governor General's office.
Oh.
And they were like, and they're all obviously all the police sitting there like North Barricade, and they're all just sitting there going, no, we just want to go in and have a quick word with her. I'm like, no, you're basically just going to try and do fucking January 6 on her.
Yeah, you're just going to scare, intimidate, and like, fucking do everything possible to make them...
Yeah, so they're trying to just get that, like, trying to get her to veto the bill, but, like, I think within, like, the next couple of days, I think it actually gets passed into law.
Yep.
So it's already passed through the upper house, and now they're just waiting to sign it into actual law. So I mean, the protesters have only got about a couple more days to convince her mind to do it, which I don't reckon it will happen because, 24-hour police watch.
Yeah. Understandably so.
Yeah, I don't blame her because, those protesters are fucking like, they were so sad, man. Like, every couple of days I walked past and the numbers just really started to dwindle. And, like, they had, like, little tents and all that kind of stuff. And I just laughed.
And just numbers are going down.
Yeah, they're down.
And down.
Yeah.
And down. Unfortunately, someone I know is reasonably high up in the organisation of them.
What, of the protesters?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like, how well do you know them?
Regular.
Oh, okay. Dude, you gotta smack them. Like
no, they haven't been allowed in because for obvious reasons. Because they're not they're not vaxxed or anything like that.
So how many times has this particular person come to?
They'll come to the venue, talk to someone, but they wouldn't come in, and then they would go off and do their thing.
Okay, so even that person knows, like,
yeah, they're not getting in.
Yeah, but they come along and talk to their friends, and then okay, so fair enough, like.
But
so he's not there causing trouble.
They're reasonably high up in the organisation of those protests.
Yeah, but he's not there to cause trouble amongst you, like, no. let me in. Like,
no.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that, and honestly, I can't even imagine bloody heater, someone going, here, and me going, oh, fuck off. And heater would be like,
Yeah, I think that's enough news for now. I think that's all that's like newsworthy. But I've just got to end on just one more thing.
I love friendly Geordies.
Yeah. Peter Dutton, you're a fucking Boofhead. Fucking Boofhead. Boofhead. Go on. Call him a Boofhead.
You fucking dopey ass Boofhead.
Who's the Boofhead?
Peter bloody Dutton.
Yeah, that's right. Peter Dutton, you Boofhead.
God, I can put on the accent strongly, can't
I? So what's this about friendly Geordies? Because I know.
Honestly, I just love friendly Geordies.
Yeah, true.
I fucking love that, man.
Oh, okay. I know how we can transition from this now. Actually,
right? Yeah.
So Google has finally implemented its best feature ever.
Oh shit.
On videos, they will no longer display the dislikes, the amount of dislikes. They finally introduced it.
On Google as well.
On Google.
I know they did it on YouTube.
Yeah.
They did it on Google as
No,
well.
I'm talking about just YouTube.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you did say Google.
No, I said YouTube.
You said Google.
Okay, well then, sorry. YouTube finally implemented its best feature. No, that's what I said that. I said YouTube.
No, you said Google at the start.
No, I said no, whatever. So yeah, so on YouTube, yep. Finally.
That's okay. He'll know I'm right when he sees the playback.
No, trust me, I'm right. So finally,
You wanna bet?
YouTube, after so many years, finally, got rid of that disgusting dislike button.
We need to make a quick pause because this is a betting situation.
Oh, fuck off.
So you saying that you said Google at the start of it, or YouTube at the start of it. I say that you said Google.
Yep.
How much do you want to bet?
$50. I'm fucking
You want to? So when at the start of your little thing, it's like I will say you said Google has now implemented its best feature.
Yes.
That is what you said.
Yes, YouTube.
You said Google.
Well, I said YouTube.
So you want to do a 50.
50. Yeah, I'm that fucking confident that I said YouTube.
He wants to do a 50. It is on fucking video.
Yep. We don't even shake because, like I said, it's on video.
Yes, but you can edit video.
Yeah, I won't. Trust me.
I'll take you.
All right, there we go. We don't even shake. It's all on video.
Next episode, you'll see him handing me a $50 note.
Oh, mate, I can't wait for that 50. I might go spend it on like a steak somewhere, man.
But yeah, this is a betting situation. That's why I had to stop, because it's a betting situation. We have to stop for a betting situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back
now,
onto topic.
Back onto topic.
Nah.
So YouTube has now gotten rid of the dislike feature.
Which is... Okay, all jokes aside, it's such a stupid fucking decision to do that.
Yep, and you know where here's the thing.
You can still view it in the studio create.
No, I think you can still press the.
You can still press it.
You can still you just don't see the number of dislikes.
Yeah. So only the
And that's why you go to the comments and by fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the content creator, so like us, could go onto the actual studio and actually see the exact amount of dislikes.
Yeah, we
can.
The general public can't.
Yeah, so we can see the dislikes. You can't see the dislikes. Even though so that allows like a lot of these big fucking platforms to now endlessly pump out bullshit.
Yes.
And
we both know that's the reason why they removed it, so the big corporations could pump out bullshit.
Yeah, because like
there are so many things getting ratioed already since it's gone.
Oh yeah, they know, like, even though you can't see it, but we know in spirit. Like, even though like what is
like
it? Like
I said, just go to the comment sections.
Yeah, like,
oh dear God.
Yeah, because like the most disliked video on YouTube of all time is like one of their YouTube rewinds.
It is a YouTube rewind.
Yeah.
There's no ifs or buts. It is a YouTube rewind.
I know, because
I fucking love the irony of it.
Oh, I know, because I personally disliked it as well, because it did not because it was literally like none of the fucking... It did not embody any of the fucking, like, what YouTube is, and literally just had, like, all the fucking, like, content-safe people on there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like, come on. Like, I think it was the year, like, they did... Well,
ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely not content safe.
It was like the first year or the second year that they didn't have PewDiePie on there.
Yeah, I will say, if we ever get monetized, I shit you not, I'm going to have a heart attack, because we are not family friendly.
Oh, dude, like, even when we get monetized, like, it's going to be
if we ever get monetized, I will have a heart attack, because we are not YouTube friendly.
Oh, fuck no, we're not.
We are not family friendly.
Oh.
I will personally need to have an ambulance called for me.
Well, I reckon... Well, we'll have to have
thank fuck I'm covered.
Yeah, well, at least we'll have to have a family-friendly episode. No swearing, no no's. No,
I'm fucking Aussie, mate.
No no's. In fact,
wait, then again, at the same... No, Friendly Geordie does swear every now and then.
Yeah.
Not as much as us, though.
Yeah. Like Laser Beam or someone like that. Yeah, he's like a gaming chat.
All right.
Family-friendly. Family-friendly stuff.
So no swearing.
Well, he's a gamer, but he does like whatever.
He does all happy-go-lucky games and nothing scary and nothing violent. Da 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 blah blah blah.
I think mainly Fortnite. There you go. Yeah. which is still a thing.
Fortnite, the modern age cancer.
I'm surprised that's still a thing.
And it's always terminal.
My God. Can I please?
I will say I played it at the start when it first came out. And
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, this doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit. I was like, oh, this is all right. But then, like, I just stuck with PUBG.
Yeah, whereas me, I've never been into
Battle Royales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do find them fun. Like,
Yeah.
especially when
not my thing.
Yeah, when PUBG first dropped, like, I played hours and hours with, like, my mates and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like, well, I like my shooters, but you know what the shooters I prefer? It's get a group together and just fuck shit up. Not, Battle Royale, but...
Yeah, so Breakpoint, like...
Yeah, like Breakpoint.
Yeah, even though... There's a
lot of fucking around, but fuck, it's funny.
Yeah, well, because I told you that they literally, executed bloody Tom Clancy games at this point.
Yeah.
With fucking, Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, like, whatever the fuck it was called, like Hard Kill, Hard Night, or whatever it fucking was, where it's basically, that's
the newer one that's coming out, isn't it?
It's a battle royale.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just a battle royale.
Yeah. Tom Clancy, please get your rights back.
Oh, no, the right is dead.
Tom Clancy's family, please get the rights back.
No,
the estate, please take the rights back.
No. Like Tom Clancy's estate, they get a kickback for every fucking cent that gets spent.
Yeah, good point.
So they're like, like you're producing shit games. Well, hang on a second. Like these shit games are producing like millions of dollars. Yeah, sure.
Like that's why I'm starting to get really, really scared about Assassin's Creed.
Well, Ubisoft in general.
No, Assassin's Creed franchise, right?
I say Ubisoft, Ubisoft.
Yeah, like Valhalla was a step down for me. Like Valhalla's a step down, and now that the fact it's going to be an online service,
yeah,
it's like, no.
The way I see, the way that I see Valhalla was, if you took
watching me play it.
No. Listen to it. Listen to what I have to say. So Valhalla to me, it seems like it was a leap of faith, and you went headfirst into the haystack, and you didn't realize there was a fire hydrant in it.
Like, here's the thing: so many people love it. Like, so many people, absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Whereas me, it's like, all right, story. There's the thing: it's not about the assassins anymore. It's about fucking everything else. Yeah. And the fighting is shit.
I actually heard the opposite, where people were like, "I can't even get through this game. I don't even want to fucking play it."
Yeah, like the assassins have taken a back bench to everything. It's now just about what's going on in the world instead of the assassins.
They've done that since Origins, basically.
No, but the Origins was the setup to. Like Odyssey, Odyssey. No,
Odyssey was like the form of the Templars, wasn't it? Or what are the old order?
Origins was the start of the Assassin's Brotherhood. Like the very first, like they originated from the Magi.
Yeah.
Then Odyssey
was the start of the Templars, or were the old?
Oh yeah, it was like pretty much you weren't really an assassin until really the DLC, and you hooked up with an assassin's daughter and went to town, or son and went to town.
So what, the plot of Unity, where it's sort of like a Romeo Juliet?
Like in Origins, is your sibling was the big head honcho of the bad little cult bullshit.
Yeah,
the early stages of the Templars. But yeah, again, it's not so much Origins, but since Odyssey, the assassins have taken a back seat. And with Valhalla, it was just astronomically backseat, and just honestly the one, like I said, the fighting in that game. Was something tells shit.
Me that they tried to replicate Black Flag, because Black Flag, the assassins were in the background in that,
but it was still a fucking good game.
Yeah, exactly. Because
the assassins were in the background, but it was still a fucking good game.
Yeah. So they basically tried to replicate that for Valhalla, and it was just like, nah, this is shit.
Yeah, this doesn't work. Like, here's the thing, it's like they went from Black Flag, right?
Yeah.
And then they went to Syndicate, which was focused on assassins again.
Victorian.
Yeah, and
Victorian.
brother, sister, assassin.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yep, okay, all good. We're back to the assassins and all that. Then Origins. And so Assassin focuses how they started. Or the origins of the assassins.
No, it was Black Flag.
Yep.
Then it went to Unity.
We don't talk about Unity.
Yeah. And then the engine was so fucked on it that they went to Syndicate, which would use the old engine.
And Syndicate was actually pretty good. I enjoyed Syndicate.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the DLC where, the
Jack the Ripper?
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
That was actually, because that was a very sort of thing where you sort of, you play as, you go hunt down Jack the Ripper, and then then your brother becomes Jack the Ripper, and then you have to sort of like kill your own brother to stop Jack the Ripper. And it's like actually a really interesting plot point that was, just for a DLC point.
Like, with me, like when it comes to like Odyssey, I love the Fate of Atlantis DLC.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's awesome. But honestly, I think out of all the Assassin's Creeds, the favorite, and keep in mind, I haven't played Siege of Paris or anything like that. The new DLCs for Valhalla. I haven't played them. Because trying to start up Valhalla is like trying to pull wisdom tooth with a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite DLC.
Oh,
fuck.
So, what is your favorite
Assassin's Creed DLC?
I actually don't have a lot because I actually never really played the DLCs. So I'll open it to favorite Assassin's Creed game / DLC. So whatever your option.
Favorite Assassin's Creed game / DLC?
Or DLC.
Well, if it's game, I'm going straight Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Damn it, because that's my favorite as well.
Yeah, I'm going Brotherhood. No questions fucking asked there.
Yeah. Like you play, Assassin's Creed 2, which was like literally one of the best games ever, and then they were like, actually, we're going to continue Ezio's story with Brotherhood. How did the second game of the fucking Ezio story literally do better than the first one? Well, because the whole Brotherhood thing,
where you're rebuilding the Assassin's
Order in Rome.
Brotherhood is fucking like everyone gives Black Flag all the praises, but Brotherhood was fucking like.
Look, as much as I love Black Flag, Brotherhood's still my favorite. Is that the one? Or was it number 2 where you beat up the Pope, which is the Borgia?
Yeah, number 2 you beat up the Pope.
Yeah.
Number Brotherhood you go up against Cesare.
Oh, the Borgia guy.
Yep, the Borgia guy.
Which is the Pope.
No, the Borgia's son.
Oh, the Borgia's son. Yeah, well, because he kills. It's a me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario. I fucking loved that they did that fucking reference. That was brilliant.
Mario. Oh, Uncle Mario.
That was brilliant.
I actually kind of did like.
I'm surprised Nintendo didn't go after him for that.
I actually really did like Assassin's Creed 2 because you get to travel to like all the like Florence, Milan, Rome.
Only thing I hated about Assassin's Creed 2, and it's because I'm a bit of a completionist, and that is those fucking piss off prick feathers. Mm. But I will say, like, sometimes the memory, like, in Brotherhood and all that, sometimes the 100% sync rate memory, like, the side things, sometimes those are fucking hard.
Did you ever play the Assassin's Creed multiplayer? Like, Assassin's Creed 2?
I have platinums. They included multiplayer trophies.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed playing those.
I was world ranked in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I got into I think it was the top 1,000.
Yeah. No, very interesting concept of like the whole cat and mouse, sort of dynamic of the game. It was quite fun.
Like, there's a few people that are still on my friends list that I met through that multiplayer. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, for me, like, I love that. But for me, my favorite multiplayer was Watch Dogs. The first Watch Dogs.
Oh, Watch Dogs, yeah.
It was the fucking intruder and all that.
Yeah, graphical downgrade the game.
Yeah, I know. But for me, the multiplayer was fucking brutal. I got into the top 100.
Yeah, you told me.
That was fucking mint.
Yeah.
And that's back when it was popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust me. Like, yeah, there's good like, it's very rare for me to like. Okay.
Okay. Even then, I have to bring it back to like like again, like leaving the gaming industry to allow it to be in these states of like, especially with when Watch Dogs, because it got announced during like E3, and we saw that trailer which looked absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then the game came out and it was like, oh, that's dog shit. Because you literally start off with the best fucking gun in the game, which is the suppressed pistol. That's it. You've got the end game gun, which is at the start.
I know. I like the assault rifle.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, you got the best gun because it's, like, one of the only suppressed guns in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean. You got the end game gun at the start. Literally, from the beginning. You got the suppress. You can walk through the game.
Do a few missions and you have to take out a few cars. That's where the 50 BMG comes in. That makes things go boom.
Honestly, throughout that whole game, I don't think I used anything else other than the suppressed pistol.
Yeah, I didn't use too much, but then again, I kept on fucking people up with shit I hacked.
Oh, well, yeah. And then,
because, the aim of the game is to hack things, and so, oh, look, the guy's going near a forklift. Oh, look, the forklift ran him the fuck over.
We live in a dystopian future where everything is connected to the internet.
Sounds like my type of playground.
And then, what was it, Legions? No, was this Watch Dogs 2?
It was Watch Dogs 2.
Which was sort of like...
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Yeah, with some edgy millennials.
Yeah,
the system has fucked us. Now we shall fuck the system.
And then you had to get followers and all this stupid shit. Whereas it's like the original DedSec from the first game. They were fucking like mint hackers. Now it's just a fucking group of kids.
That's what I mean. It's just edgy millennials.
Fucking Silicon Valley, and it's like, fuck off.
Yeah. Because like the whole plot of it is like, didn't the main character did he got sentenced to like community service, so he decided to destroy San Francisco. San Francisco.
No, he was trying to delete his record.
Yeah. So by destroying San Francisco's society. Because
that just came to the fucking end point of it.
Because of community service, I must destroy everything.
Yeah, and then Legion's set in Britain. I haven't played it. Don't own it.
Apparently, it's apparently worse.
Yeah, I refuse. You know what I'm like. If any game you have more than one character that you constantly flip between, I won't play it.
So what I think it is,
and in Legion, there's no set character.
So what I think it is in Legion is you literally can just control anybody.
Yeah, you can recruit down near anybody.
Yeah, which is sort of which is weird because I've seen videos of people virtually hacking an old lady, and they're just running around as an old lady
Yeah, you can literally do that, and it's that's what put me off on Legion straight away.
It's come on, look, you had an interesting concept, and as soon as it's sort of like this, bam, opens the door. I'm an interesting concept. Takes a single step, trips on the fucking carpet, and just starts rolling down a set of stairs down into the basement.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's how you describe Watch Dogs. It's literally what I just described.
Here. I didn't mind the first one. Yes, it was repetitive. Yes, it was downgraded from what they're showing. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it. The DLC was fucking good for Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2, it was of a step down, and then yeah. I haven't even given Legion time of day.
Yeah. What was it? The whole wasn't the whole aspect of the game was you have to try and capture find the person that killed your niece and that.
No,
literally the first mission is we've got the person, now we're just gonna psychologically torture him for the rest of the game, and then
pretty much.
And then
you find out who's working for who, who put the hit on you.
And it's and then you find out logically it was the person that you tried to fucking rob when you just who could have put out this hit on me that happened that caused the death of my niece? Maybe could it have been the guy that I was trying to fucking rob? Nah, it couldn't be him.
Yeah.
And then
no, I don't think it was. I think it was your partner.
No, it was he just betrays you.
Oh yeah,
that's all. He just betrays you in the end.
Oh yeah,
it was just and then
it's been a while.
Yeah, so you play through like this whole game. Like you literally, you spend about 5 minutes with the guy that you captured who killed your fucking niece. You play like,
You tortured the fuck out of him.
Well, you psychologically torture him.
Oh, no, you beat the fuck out of him too.
Oh, yeah, a couple of times. Like, so he has a total of screen time of like maybe, 10 minutes in like a 20 to 30 hour game. And then like the end of it, it's like, now you have the choice to either shoot him or leave him. And it's just like...
Keep in mind, for the entire game, you have left him with a professional hitman who takes great amusement in torturing people.
You don't even personally torture him himself. Like, it's all left up to the guy. So not even 10 minutes. He literally has some screen time of like 3 minutes. And he's meant to be like the anticipus of like, the why you are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, why you're going on your little revenge crusade.
Yeah, and you've just, oh my god, whoever the fuck the writers were of that fucking game was terrible.
Yeah.
Now speaking,
they need to go choose a different career.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't get into movies. I bet you I know what those guys actually wrote the story for as well.
The new Santa Inc. film that's coming out?
No, Pompeii.
Oh.
What a boring movie that was.
Yeah, I don't think they want to. I don't think any viewers want to hear about this. That you got to think it's an old movie.
It's still fucking terrible.
Yeah, I know, but still, there's some things that's like we talk about off screen. That's
Well, I can still turn around and say how terrible that movie was because
it is still terrible. But then
because it's something new to me.
Oh yeah, it is because you recently rewatched it.
I've never watched it before.
Oh,
I watched it for the first time.
Oh,
I didn't even know it existed. So, okay, so I won't even talk about the movie itself, just for the sake of my partner here or my friend.
Yes, because there's only so much bullshit I can deal with.
Exactly. So, what
you called me your partner?
Yeah, true. I shouldn't have said that. Well, you are my podcast.
Giggity.
No, you are my podcast partner. Okay. So the budget of this movie, was $100 million. How much do you think it made in the box office?
Don't know. Don't really care.
$117 million. It barely made its fucking money back.
Like I said. Yeah, but there's a lot of...
What?
Have you actually heard about the backlash that is currently going for Seth Rogen's new film coming out?
I don't even pay attention to shit like that anymore.
Okay, well...
What?
Trailer dropped for Santa Inc., whatever the fuck it's called, that's coming out, right? Seth Rogen and... Give me 1 second. I actually needed to look this up because... I'm starting to get quite tipsy, so my memory's gone to shit.
Nah, you're fine, boy.
Yeah, I fucking love vodka.
I mean, vodka's a very basic spirit in essence because, it can be distilled from anything, and the main characteristics must be flavorless and odorless. So, yeah, vodka itself is alright, but it takes on the flavors it takes by mixes.
Okay.
Yep.
So Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman. Santa Inc. film.
Okay, this is
trailer. Let me continue. So just after YouTube removed the dislike count, they released the trailer for this. This is the one main reason why I said if you don't, just because you can't see the dislikes, go to the comments.
Yep.
This thing has been fucking ripped apart.
Fair enough.
Say what you were going to say.
Oh, Sarah Silverman. Oh, I can already just tell this is a bad movie already. I don't care about the controversies behind it. I just know it's a bad film already.
Okay. Would you like the plot of the film?
Well, okay. Santa Inc. So I'm guessing it's a play on words because it's going to involve Santa and a 1920s style murder Inc. sort of thing.
Nope.
So it's nothing to do with murder?
Nope.
Okay. Then I don't know.
Okay. Shall you like this basic synopsis? Very, very basic.
Give me as basic as possible.
A female elf.
Okay. Why did you have to start with a female? Oh, fair way.
No. because that is actually one of the main plots of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
That's the character that Sarah Silverman voices.
Okay.
Is running is very high up in the little elf workshop.
Yep.
And she aims to replace Santa Claus.
Fair enough.
Because as the thing right now says is, why can't there be a female Santa?
Fair point.
You can understand why, but here's the thing. Santa Claus is actually based on a real person. Like, the mythology's gone nuts, but the original Saint Nicholas is real.
Yes. Well, yeah.
No, the actual... Yeah. There is an actual Saint Nick.
Yeah.
So, let's just say it's been ratioed to the motherfucker shit house like a madman.
But, I mean...
Vodka.
Yeah. I mean, why can't there be a female Santa? Like, I mean...
What, Mrs. Claus?
Does she deliver presents?
She could. They could have just done that instead of trying to replace Saint Nick.
Yeah, who cares about Saint Nick anyway?
Kids.
Yeah, fuck kids.
Something that's like hundreds of years old, and now we have to reform to.
That's all I gotta do. Like every time,
ideals.
Yeah, every time I see a kid, I just want to kick him in the face. It's like
only when they try and get into a place that they're not allowed, like our bars.
Nah.
But yeah, right now they're fucking getting a new one.
Is it because it just looks like a bad movie, or is it because of the plot? Now that's what.
No. Well, you need to see the picture of this.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm just instead of passing it over to you.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a smart ass, take a screenshot and send it to you.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, are people pissed off by the plot, or is it they pissed off because of the sort of the whole culture war sort of fucking thing?
That's what I mean. I think it's mainly culture war and like Trump people not, but I reckon it's also because it's just the trailer. You need to watch a trailer.
Okay. See.
Okay, there you go.
I thought I put that on fucking mute, but apparently not.
No, you haven't. I already heard it go off once before. But yeah, just like it's only a screenshot, obviously, but look at the animation style from the very first thing.
Oh, that looks dog shit.
Yes, it does.
Oh, that looks pretty dog shit, actually.
Yes,
I'm actually.
He's going to watch the trailer.
No. So right here, where I'm pointing, in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna put a picture of that fucking just the screenshot alone. I'll go find it like as a still of its own, and I'll be putting it right here. See. There we go. Perfect. I will be.
Were you waiting for my cue?
Not really. You added to it, and I'm appreciative of it.
Aww.
See, so I understand why if people are pissed off about it because it's a terrible movie. It looks terrible. I understand why because I, as you know, film critic.
Yes.
Self-proclaimed film critic.
He's a self-proclaimed film critic, and he's a fucking tight ass when it comes to it.
Oh, fuck yeah, I am. I'm
he's so tight, I can't even put in my pinky.
But if it's about the whole culture war thing, then I will fucking then that's what sort of throws me off about what people have an issue with. Yeah. And when people that's what I mean. Like, I have to look at the comments, and if the comments are like, oh well, you know what such and such, I was like, okay, well, why the fuck are you bringing the whole culture war into it? Why don't we look at it as a fucking movie? That's the idea of a fucking movie, is to base it off the fucking premise of it. A female elf wanting to be like, oh, well, why can't there be a female Santa? Maybe it's an interesting plot if you can do it right.
Yep.
If you can do it right. In fact, I probably would, if I were to do it correctly, not so much an elf, because I would say, well, have Sarah Silverman's character played as Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
That would have... Then, because you could have turned it as...
Oh, fuck me.
What?
It must have been getting ripped real hard.
They pulled the trailer, did they?
No. They turned comments off.
Oh, yeah, of course they did. See, this is why you have to keep the dislike button like as is. Like you need to bring it back.
They turned the fucking comments off.
Yeah, so now people can't even put a fucking like. So people can only now dislike it, which they can't see.
Yeah, like they pulled the comments off because it was getting ripped that fucking badly.
So
hello.
So it'd be like Paramount or something. I think it's like or Sony or whoever the fuck is doing.
Wait, that was released 6 months ago. What the fuck?
What?
I didn't even know there was a trailer for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Oh, they're doing a movie of it?
Yeah, and it's fucking got a trailer.
What the fuck? Like, I thought that was
6 months ago from Screen Culture.
Okay.
Teaser trailer for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yeah. Now that's going. See, that's going to get released.
It's meant to be released next year, 2022. It's got the 2022
that's right.
date.
I know it's going to be next year. It will be June of next year because that will fall just around after.
Fuck, I need to smoke.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm drinking too much.
Yeah,
I need to smoke.
Yeah. Well, go grab some smokes then, and grab a couple ashtrays.
Yeah, good point.
All right, I'll keep the.
He'll keep the conversation going. We are going to feed our habits. YouTube is going to fucking hate us.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not even going to do a cut here. I'm just going to keep talking. And you motherfucker. I dropped my phone. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's. Yeah, so regarding with the culture war sort of stuff with this movie, if it is about the whole idea that, a female trying to, can do the same as a male, I don't understand why there is such a big, hesitancy or backlash when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because it can always form an interesting story, and we are living in a time where, females are now trying to become the overrepresented, majority in when it comes to films now, which I can understand why a lot of people don't like the idea behind it, because it's like, why is it always female centric? Why? Because nothing appeals to me. But for the longest time, it had always been, males, being the main, roles in these sort of kinds of movies and that kind of stuff. So you look at like predominantly 70s and 80s, where a lot of the main actors were males and that. So we've really hit that time in, cinema alone, I'll just say alone, where it's time for, females to now start breaking out into these sort of mainstream roles or becoming the lead actors and that kind of stuff, where more so opposed to males. Unfortunately, the way they're doing about it, where I can understand where the cultural war comes from, because it's starting to cram down the throats of people, and a lot of people aren't respected of the ideas behind it. But whether you like it or not, that is the way cinema is going at the moment, where they are going to appeal to these, people who want to see more females in leading roles in that. And there has to be a time where we have to start accepting this.
Okay, may I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, I agree that more females should have more leading roles. I mean, if you haven't seen the movie that's on Netflix called Old Guard, it has a two female main roles, and they did that fucking well. The main issue that a lot of people are having is that they're going, these females led roles and all that, main movies, but at the same time they're going, but men are shit. That's the issue that a lot of people are having. It's like, you don't need to put down men to make your female look stronger. You can fucking do that without the defamation.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand where this comes into, why it's getting crammed down our throats, and because males have been reduced to men are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But I can also understand when you look back in, cinemas from the 70s and 80s, where females were reduced to damsel in distress sort of situation.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, okay, that was back then. Yes, times are changing. Doesn't mean they have to do a complete flip around.
Look, there will be a time in cinema where everyone can coexist in both male and females in leading roles and that kind of stuff. And I can see why, Hollywood itself is going, the way of more female-centric, characters, is because that's where the market is at the moment.
I've got a perfect example. Female leads done right. Resident Evil.
I would say Alien more than anything.
Good point. Especially Alien 2. Ripley kicks fucking ass.
So when it's done right, it can be done well. But then when you look at 80s movies as well, because you look at Arnold, Sylvester, Steven Seagal, who was 80s and 90s, David Carradine, etc., etc., etc. Those were leading roles, all predominantly men and that kind of stuff. So I can see where it's the cultural shift where it will go through this phase where they're going to have a lot of female-based roles. And then there will be a fucking equilibrium again where it may go back to males again for a long while. Or it can finally hit the middle where they can start making movies
without putting down the other sex.
Exactly. But that is still well off because we're in the midst of this culture war, which is such a manufactured thing from both sides who contribute to it, where the people who are pro-culture war and people who are anti-culture war both contribute to it because one cannot exist without the other.
Yeah, like whereas yes, I lean a bit more to the anti-culture war, but that's because I'm having shit rammed down my throat, and let's face it, I do not take that well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I can also see it's like, yes, there is a way. Like, I just say they're going about it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. Like, yes, okay, bring more females up and all this and all that and more inclusion. Okay, but you don't have to fucking put down everyone else to make that character look better.
But then that's just general movies in general, because you got to
look what they did with Captain Marvel, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but that's the idea of when it comes to either a male centric or a female centric, you've got to put down another you've got to sort of put down the other gender in a way.
Not really.
Not all the time, but the majority of the time.
No, I wouldn't even say majority of the time. It all depends on how the character's written.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to put down the other one. It's just like, this person's really good at this. It's like, awesome. And they show it.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's not, oh, I'm just immediately good at this and you're just shit.
Well, I hate that for any, whether it's male or female, where it's just
agreed.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I can see where it comes from because, but I come from it in a sense of, not from the culture war aspect, but I come from storytelling. Because, I would say, a very prominent example of it was the recent Mulan movie, where she was, instantly, perfect straight off the bat.
It's called being a Mary Sue.
The Mary Sue concept of it, yeah. But whereas
there's multiple movies.
Yeah, even though when you look at the animated Mulan movie, where she sort of
trains up,
earns it up, so I can understand it from that point.
But don't know how I'll go about this. It's just frustrating. I know it's frustrating to you as well. Well, for different aspects, but it's still just frustrating.
Yeah. Because my aspects is mainly for storytelling.
Yeah. They're sacrificing a good story for fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but they also do that with male characters as well.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
Especially Steven Seagal, who basically writes himself as this legendary kung fu master.
No, you're really not.
Have you seen some of his recent movies?
No.
They're so fucking bad.
Choose not.
I've seen snippets. I've seen snippets of it, right?
Yeah.
That man doesn't even know how to hold guns right. Because he always writes himself in fucking as a fucking ex-military or current military sort of person.
Yeah.
And every time he holds a gun, it looks like he's just holding it limply.
Oh, fuck.
And he doesn't there's a scene where he's holding an M4 and he's always and he's just he's holding it like a limp little bitch.
Yeah, you want to see you want to watch a movie where proper gun control and all that. John Wick by far.
John Wick's good. Yeah,
when it comes to gun control and how they use them, there's a reason why those movies portrayed it so well is because he fucking spent hours upon hours in the fucking.
Oh yeah, no, he actually went to like proper fucking like training courses.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
And like, you know, they fucking grilled him on like how to fucking like, you know, do everything like correct.
Yeah, he's like, that's proper fucking gun control there.
I mean, honestly, like, other than like, you know, the first Matrix, Point Break, and like Speed.
Yeah.
This is like, well, John Wick has been some of like the best films he's been in.
Yeah, like, well, we've got the new Matrix going to be coming out in the next.
They retconned the whole fucking.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit iffy about it as well.
Like
we're still, granted, we are still going to be seeing, No Way Home at cinema. Yeah.
Well, we're watching that on the Monday after the weekend release during the day because
we don't want to deal with fucking crowds.
Because what was it? Because I told you my reaction.
As long as he doesn't fucking yap like he did through Godzilla vs. Kong.
I didn't yap that much. I just was more disappointed.
Yes, but you did yap a bit.
Yeah.
There was twice I told you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like that was mainly like the fucking end.
Yeah.
I was like fucking.
Yeah, because he couldn't hold it in anymore.
Yeah, I just couldn't because it was such a terrible fucking movie. It actually was a bad movie, man. Because they literally showed all the fucking fight scenes in the trailer.
Yeah, I know, they fucked it.
Yeah. Oh, massively.
Like they fucked the promotion of it, plain and simple.
Well, they fucked the whole kaiju verse as well.
Yeah.
They fucked it.
But yeah, like No Way Home's gonna be fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Oh, dude, like.
Yeah, we got fucking the new Matrix, which I'll
give it a watch.
I'll give it a watch. Same here.
How could you? Like from what I've seen from the trailer, how would you? Or what you've seen from the trailer as well? How could you have written the story different?
There's the thing. I don't know how because he's meant to be dead.
Well, the fact is, I wouldn't even have Keanu as the leading actor in that.
You'd have new blood.
So I would have had someone new, and they're sort of like, you know, the humans are finally, you know, able to live somewhat peacefully, but they need to go back into the Matrix. So then they start going into the Matrix because there's like some problems and all that kind of stuff.
Probably resource problems
that's what I mean. So they have to go into the Matrix for some reason because they need something.
Yeah.
And then I would have like Keanu as the fucking as you know some kind of like
almost like the Oracle.
The Oracle. No. It would have been like the dude that controlled the whole fucking.
The administrator.
The administrator, but he would have been the administrator. He would have been like some like important figure where it's sort of like, look, I understand what you're doing, but you can't do what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. So I would have had him as not so much like the bad guy, but I would have had him as something like an important thing. Is like, look, I understand.
He's the mediator.
Sort of like, yeah, even that, like a mediator, like, you know, what you're doing is like, you know, bad because if you go down, you know, through this way, you continue on with your path, you will just wage war with the machines again, undoing everything I've sacrificed to, you know,
everything I have sacrificed myself to accomplish.
Yeah. So you go down that way, or you go the way where I want you to go, which is leave the Matrix and live as you are. But we need, you know, this particular thing from the Matrix. All right. Well, I'm only here to give you the.
I'm only here to give you a voice and try and point you in the right direction.
Well, no, I'm only here to tell you all the consequences of which path you take.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. That's what I mean.
I'm not trying to control you. I'm just trying to give you perspective.
Exactly. That's what I reckon they should have done. And then they could have actually kicked off like a new Matrix trilogy where it would be like the war from the machines in that. That's how I would have written, not just like a full fucking retcon of the entire fucking series. Because then it just establishes that, well, maybe, we don't know, like maybe Neo somehow survived in fucking, at the end of number 3.
Motherfucker was dead. That was obvious.
Yeah. But his consciousness or his Matrix consciousness may have survived.
Yeah.
That's what. So we don't. Well, from what I've seen from the trailer, we can't really interpret because what it looks like is like, yeah, he's still somehow alive outside of the Matrix, but it's like, no, he could be well within the Matrix.
Yeah, because you never know if they took him off and put him back into a pod.
Because Mr. Anderson technically took over him in the fucking, which is really funny.
Again, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, which is actually really funny because it's sort of like, you know, because Neo wasn't even the one. You know who the one was?
I thought he was.
No. So the people believed he was the one. But remember when he spoke to the Oracle and he asked, "Am I the one?" And the Oracle was like, "No, you're not."
No, but that was the part of it. It's like because he didn't believe he was. That's why he wasn't.
No, she actually told him outright, "You're not the one." No, he asked, "Am I the one?" She says, "No, the one was Mr. Anderson, because he's the one that brought onto the end of the machines, because he sacrificed because Neo."
Because he became a virus and thus corrupted all.
So
the machines.
so technically the one was Mr. Anderson, who was the virus, and then but also Neo was the virus, which, yeah, that's what I mean. So the one was...
Yeah, the two viruses cancelled each other out.
Yeah, that was a very... because I know people talk shit about number 2 and number 3, but when you looked at it philosophically in that, it was actually really interesting, because the person who tried to control the fucking system brought undo the system itself, which was Mr. Anderson. Which was
which Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, that's who I'm talking about. Mr. Smith was the fucking, the one.
Yes.
Because he's the one who brought the end to the war.
Mr. Smith was Hugo Weaving.
Yes. Who brought the end to the war.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
because of Neo's sacrifice.
Yeah, because he assimilated everything, and thus Neo sacrificed himself to bring an end to the thing that was causing the machines pretty much destruction.
Yeah, which is a very interesting concept, and it was very well written, because they never portrayed Neo himself as the true savior, even though the people believed he was the savior. He actually wasn't. It was Mr. Smith.
Yeah,
which is a very smart way of writing that story. I actually really appreciate those movies.
Yeah. Okay, shall we continue on?
Yeah, what else do you want to talk about?
Okay, well, unfortunately, I've noticed that you haven't gone down any gaming rabbit holes lately.
Myself?
Yeah. I think Valheim's pissed you off a little too much.
Yeah, it really has. So I'm gonna wait to the
Did you die again?
Yeah. So, yeah, I realize I need you to play with me sometime in the future, and we're not going to play it. So I'm not going to play it until the next big patch.
Keep in mind, over the past few weeks, our little Bobo here this was game number 3 or 4?
5.
So 5 new seeds. Each one he has died on, more than likely spectacularly. The longest I saw, the furthest I saw that he got was he was about to go into the swamp. He had gotten all his snow stuff, or stuff from the mountains, and he was about to go into the swamp. And
well, no,
he died.
you need to go to the swamp first before you go to the snow.
Okay, so pretty much every single goddamn game except for the first 2, every single one you've gotten up to going into the swamp.
The swamp is such a hard area. It's so fucking hard.
And so that's why you need my help, is to go swamp wise.
Well, I need friends to play with. That's my only issue, and I don't make friends on fucking games. I'm like,
No, you don't make friends full stop.
Exactly, and I like it that way.
Yes, less drama.
Exactly. But yeah, so
he's gone. So yeah, he's left the Valheim rabbit hole because he's frustrated as fuck.
Very frustrated with it.
And well, today he was playing NBA.
Yeah, just NBA, just playing.
So in other words, NBA, he plays NBA or FIFA when he's between games.
Pretty much, yeah.
I've got a feeling you might start a Witcher, though.
No.
No?
No, I've already gone through my Witcher phase.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the middle of mine.
Yeah.
I find it amusing that you were a little jealous.
Oh, well, because your fucking computer's better than mine.
As you walked in there, that frame rate, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I've known for a while that I've needed to...
Yeah, you need to upgrade. There's no ifs.
Well, I'm just going to go buy a fucking new one when
pre-built.
Pre-built one.
Yeah.
Because I can't be fucked building
whereas I need to take mine to goddamn repair shop to find out why the fuck it's not using the other terabyte SD drive.
Yeah.
Or SSD.
Yeah.
That fucking pisses me off.
Probably something really simple that they can quickly fix.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Oh, trust me. That
because I've got 2 1 terabyte SSDs in my computer, and my computer only wants to use one of them. I have done everything possibly imaginable to make it so it can register. Not that it registers it, but that it actually fucking uses the second one.
Yeah, might have to get you an actual hard drive as well, not an SSD.
Oh, a proper hard drive.
Yeah, because I've got a proper hard drive in mine as well, so we might have to get you one of those just in case. So we
that might be something.
Yeah, so we'll look into that later.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've got a port for it on the fucking motherboard.
Yeah. The motherboards sort of support up to like 4, I believe.
Oh fuck me! So
you look at the state of how big games are these days.
Yeah, like how much were you in shock when I downloaded the Witcher 3 and it was only like 48 gigs?
I think it's about normally 48 gigs.
Yeah, but you were like, isn't it over 100?
I thought it was. No, but I must have been thinking about like Call of Duty, which is like
130.
I think it's
at least.
I think it's more. I think it's almost 200 now.
Oh fucking Christ!
Because that's all the fucking like.
But doesn't it give you the option to delete all the unnecessary or it gives you an option to delete unnecessary things up as well?
I don't believe so.
On the console, it does.
Oh, maybe that's the console, but PC is like, nope,
you're stuck with it.
Well, I mean, I haven't even got bloody Modern Warfare even installed on it because it's just like. It just was taking up too much space.
Yeah, I had to delete half my library to fucking install Witcher. Yeah. But then again, now I've got the big 3. I've got Skyrim, I've got Fallout 4, and I've got the Witcher on fucking hard drive.
Well, with the with bloody Fallout and Skyrim, you're gonna need to go through Nexus mods.
Oh no, not Skyrim.
Not Skyrim. Do they actually have the workshop on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, for
Fallout, you also have workshop.
No.
You don't?
No. There isn't.
Oh, I think you can use the in-game workshop like I did with my console.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so with Fallout, I know for a fact for Fallout 4, there is no supported workshop on Steam. You have to go through Nexus mods.
Fuck. So in other words, when it comes to mods, stick with my PlayStation for Fallout mods.
If you want to, yeah.
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 But yeah, I'm not big like. Honestly, when the only mods that I was going to go for Witcher are the
more money,
better rewards and all that from quests.
Yep.
So yeah, mainly fucking money because that's one thing they really fucked up in that game was it is really fucking hard to make money, especially when your gear cost fucking 50k.
Yeah, you're fine, boy. Just fucking play.
I'm at 15k right now, and that's from the start of the game to. I just hit an overgrade, but I've got a few other things I have to still do.
Just keep playing Gwent, and you're fine.
And you know me, I have to have mastercrafted of every fucking different school of Witcher gear.
That's what I mean. Keep playing Gwent, you'll be fine.
And at Gwent, you only win 20 crowns.
Well,
10 crowns because you have to put down 10.
Yeah. That's crowns, but then if you go into like a different territory, you have to use their fucking currency.
Oh yeah, Skellige and main areas crowns.
Yeah, but Nilfgaard uses different currency.
No, you use crowns there as well.
There's one area I'm pretty sure there's like.
No, you're thinking Toussaint. Either Toussaint or more than likely Toussaint.
Okay.
So where you get the Mastercraft gear, the French one down south. I think they use florins. Because I know there's the banker in Novigrad that changes your florins into crowns, but in Toussaint, I think there's one that changes your crowns into florins.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going down a Witcher rabbit hole hard.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with NBA for now. I don't know what else I'm going to feel like playing.
I know what I want to play.
What do you want to play?
I really, 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 really want to play it, but I can't.
What?
I can't play it, even if I wanted to.
What?
It's been 6 months.
Oh, just fucking tell me what.
It's been 6 months now, and I still haven't played the new Ratchet and Clank.
There we go. That's all I wanted to hear. So yeah, well, get yourself PS5. I don't know.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah. Fuck it, you might have to go through a scalpel, mate.
Fuck off. I'm not paying $2,000.
At this fucking rate, that's what they're probably worth at this point.
It's just because of the fucking COVID and the microchip shortage coming out of fucking Hong Kong.
No, the microchips are Taiwan. The issue...
Taiwan.
Yeah, but the issue is that a lot of them are getting... It's the electronics industry is fucked at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Because of fucking everyone buying up graphics cards. What? Oh, yeah, the lighter. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, because everyone's buying up fucking graphics cards, and then they can use for like Bitcoin mining and shit.
Yeah, whereas I just want the fucking microchips for the PS5 so I can get my fucking disc version of the PS5.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be like that for like the next couple of years because everyone's just buying fucking graphics cards.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I just want the disc version of PS5 because this is the first Ratchet and Clank I have ever played that I haven't played within like 3 or 4 months of its release.
Yeah.
Like everyone when they were growing up, they're like, oh, okay, so Mario or Crash Bandicoot, Ratchet and Clank or Sly Cooper, things like that. With me, it was Crash Bandicoot and then Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Ratchet.
Yeah,
those were my big 3 growing up.
Yeah,
and honestly, it's like Spyro was good.
Yep.
Crash for me, Spyro good. Ratchet and Clank, I found my fucking niche.
Yep.
And I went fucking batshit. I loved it.
You throw me a cigarette?
I forgot to grab more.
All right. Okay, you entertain the crowd. I'm going to go grab it.
Just go to my room. It's in front of my fucking computer and grab some out of it. Actually,
I'll just grab the tin.
Yeah, it's not the tin, it's the black one.
Okay, yeah. You entertain the crowd.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brendan Show. Bo has gone to get himself a cigarette because we are starting to get quite drunk, so thus cigarettes are a necessity. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, almost half a bottle of vodka. But yeah, I grew up with Ratchet and Clank. Like, something about it is like just running around, blowing shit up, doing fucking crazy ass shit. Nothing beats a disco. Nothing beats just Groovitron. That's just mint. Even how I even played all the little side ones, including Gladiator, Size Matters, fucking all them, and I've always loved them. I always grew up with them. It was my main 2 games were always Ratchet and Clank and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy for when I want to go in for the long haul and just do what I want to do, like level grind. Fucking, I'm in it for the story. Ratchet and Clank for when I want to blow shit up. Fuck, that was quick. But yeah, nothing will ever get past the point of me running through an entire level with nothing but a rhino and never having to take my button off the goddamn trigger. The entire fucking map. It was fucking brilliant. Now he's back, so I can light up my smoke.
Yeah, especially when you get that like rhino like max level.
My favorite is in, I think it's Tools of Destruction or Crack in Time, and the rhino goes da 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 as you're holding the trigger.
My favorite one is literally up your ass. Oh, don't worry.
Number 3.
I already.
Okay.
Yeah, up your arsenal, where when you like max level the rhino, it literally just shoots it, and then the screen just goes white, and everyone else turns into like ash. It basically nukes it.
Yeah, but like the okay, favorite rhino. How many of them have you played though?
Honestly,
I can run them off if you want.
Yeah, no. So the only 2 I can remember ever playing was the second Ratchet and Clank.
Yep.
Up Your Arsenal.
Yep.
And Gladiator.
Gladiator is underappreciated.
It was quite fun. I finished that game with the dual pistols.
Yeah, I did. I went through that game and did every goddamn challenge.
Yeah.
I had all my guns up to level 99. I was a fucking beast. Infernal armor, the whole schmick-a-boodle.
Yeah.
But yeah, like out of all the rhino, like the first rhino was good. It gave you a starting point. It was the fucking basically box missile launcher that just launched a fuckload of missiles and killed everything. You could basically kill the final boss in 2 shots.
Yeah.
It started the trend of having to find all the shit for the Rhino.
Yeah.
Like all the Rhino blueprints and all that, and that's what the start of the trend. And then my favorite was, Cracking Time, where you find it. It's literally shooting mass spray Gatling gun with missiles.
Yep.
It was like an F-16 going full pelt, shooting everything it can all at once.
Yeah.
With the tune. That's just what made it, especially in Cracking Time, where there's these really small planets that you can explore. So you can run around the whole thing and just hold the trigger.
Yeah.
Fucking kill everything on this tiny little planet. You get gold bolt or some shit like that. But you can run around the whole planet and clear it with just holding the trigger.
Yeah.
Even the big maps, I can actually, because once you max that out, it's got like something like 10,000 ammo. I run through the whole thing, never releasing the trigger, because it's picking up ammo boxes, and because that's the only thing that needs ammo, so thus that's the only ammo that drops.
Yep. And
each time you pick it up, it adds like 500-600 ammo.
Yeah.
To the fucking thing, and I went through the. It becomes so OP, but it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
I think the only game I enjoyed more from a sheer destructive point of view, more than Ratchet & Clank, was Just Cause 3.
Yeah. I think, wasn't it like after like Just Cause 3 where it started to really go a little bit downhill?
Yeah, Just Cause 4 is
Yeah. I think
because Just Cause 4 is all like it's not about just fighting the government on your own and blowing shit up. You also have to try and increase the strength of the resistance as well. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not just worrying about me, I'm worrying about other people as well. And so it's like, I don't want to worry about other people. I just want to blow shit up. Yeah. And also in Just Cause 4, my opinion is what they fucked up was everything has a very, very, very low ammo capacity.
Yeah.
Like your max ammo feed, like your rocket launchers and all that are fucking tiny.
Because I know like Just Cause was, infamous for its like map sizes and all that kind of stuff.
It's fucking
But
huge.
like when you have like Just Cause 4 where it was virtually like an empty sort of map.
Yeah, like Just Cause 4 is a bit emptier. It's like, because it's mainly forests and all that. It's like, Just Cause 3, you had like towns literally everywhere for you to blow shit up.
Yeah. And freaking like the AI was so stupid in that game as well. Like there's like
there's been a few times I've been fucked up in Just Cause 3.
Yeah.
In Just Cause 4, not so much.
But Just Cause 4, like the AI was so stupid. Like you'd be driving on like the road and that, and you'd be, let's say, I think you drive on like the left side of the road, right?
Yeah.
You'd be driving on the left side of the road. The people on the right side of the road would just brake and just stop. And then you drive past them, and then they would continue driving. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I told you about the challenge that me and one of the other guys that were playing Just Cause 4 had, yeah? Or Just Cause 3 or 4, I forget which.
It's like the most like hang glides.
Oh, no, the longest time spent wingsuiting.
Oh, yeah.
So me and this one guy, it's like you could set their they could set a challenge, and it's like, yeah, okay, do this, and it's like, so you could target it. And we were going back and forth for about three weeks. It ended probably because he went, nah, fuck it, I'm done with this game. But to beat his score, I had to stay in the wingsuit for over a fucking hour of real time.
Yeah.
Flying around in a fucking wingsuit. You know how infuriating that was, but simple fact is I was not letting him win. We started this one.
Like, how do you even stay in that? Like, do you have to stick in like a tornado or something?
No, this is Just Cause 3.
Yeah, okay.
So, no tornadoes. Mm-hmm. You have to do your grappling hook to repel you towards, like, it can't be straight down. It has to be just in front of you. And you have to grapple to it. Like, it could be a little bit up and then just fly over to get yourself a massive burst of speed.
But wouldn't the grapple hook stop your animation in the wingsuit?
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't?
Nope.
Well, this shows you how long since I've played.
It doesn't stop the grapple. It doesn't stop the wingsuit animation. But also Just Cause 3 is, as you know, is like the rarest. I have one of my trophies in Just Cause 3 is the rarest trophy I have.
Yeah.
It's like 0.2.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm happy with that.
Which is?
In the Sky Fortress DLC, beat all the challenges with 5 stars.
Okay.
And trust me, that was an effort.
Yeah.
But it was good, but it was an effort.
Always is it? They can't make it too easy.
I'm not sure whether it's 0.2 because so many people haven't played the DLC.
Yeah.
Or it's 0.2 because so many people haven't been able to get it. But I honestly have no idea.
It would be 0.2 of the people who own the DLC.
Sweet!
That's what I mean. Like,
I'm happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was an effort. But yeah, Just Cause is one of those ones where you just go have stupid fun. But they fucked up on Just Cause 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just like with video games in general these days. They just fuck up everything.
Like, I will say though, look at the Resident Evil games. Like, yeah, they fucked up on 6 real hard. I honestly didn't mind 5.
5 is
4's good.
The best one.
It can be a fucking pain in the ass, especially when you get those fucking burlap sack head motherfucking chainsaw pricks.
Yeah.
But yeah, 4's good. 5's I still enjoyed 5. 6, 7 though, it's gone back to more the original ones, whereas I like the happy mix.
I reckon they were going more of the consensus of what the majority were thinking of that one.
Yeah, like I understand. I'm not in the majority when it comes to Resident Evils. Like I prefer the happy mix, not just the sheer survival and fucking all that.
But then with Village number 8, they went back to the happy medium again.
Did they?
Well, it was more action-based than horror.
Oh, okay.
Dude, like, it was full, like,
But at the same time, I'd feel like I'd need to play 7 to properly understand what's going on in 8.
Yeah, kind of. Like, all I know is I'm pretty sure in number 8, like, Chris Redfield's like a werewolf in that one.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I know for a fact that, like, you know, Redfield's always trying to get someone to hook up with his fucking sister or something like that.
Oh, hook up with Claire. Nah, like if you actually follow the canon and all that, I think fucking Leon's hooked up with Claire.
No.
When you throw in the animations and the movies.
Yeah, I think the majority of the time, like, Chris is just like, no, I don't want her. I want fucking that other bitch, whoever her name.
Oh yeah, Leon's got a thing for Ada Wong.
Ada Wong, yeah. He doesn't want fucking Claire. He wants fucking but Chris is like, no, I need you to be with Claire. No, I don't want her. No,
I want the assassin spy.
Yeah, no, I need you to mate with her to pass on your perfect genetic genes onto her perfect genetic genes.
I will say, was it the generation that had the fucking hallway scene with Chris and Leon?
I think so, yeah.
That was fucking epic.
Yeah.
Like, that was just, that was pure fucking orgasmic pleasure watching those two fuck them up in the 3-way hallway.
Yeah. And then So then with the you mentioned it earlier with the fucking Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
Oh baby, they were terrible.
Yeah, that's because she was fucking the director.
I didn't even care about the fact that she was fucking the director. I didn't even know that. Didn't care. Still a fucking terrible.
Yeah, she's married to the director.
Oh well, that's a bit of a step down to fucking the director.
Well, technically, she is fucking the director.
Yeah, technically, but she's not like she is, though.
Nah, but I think they met on the first movie. And yeah, relationship blossomed. I say good on them.
Oh my god, it's almost like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They met.
Bloody Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So in this scene, we need you to fight throughout your household, then have a romantic connection in the kitchen. Okay, go. All right, perfect, Brad. Perfect. Yep. Angela. Yep. You're doing good. Yep. Okay, guys. Okay, now start having a romantic connection. Oh, good. Perfect. All right, cut, guys. Cut. What are you doing? Stop. No. Squirt bottle.
This just turned into a porno.
Squirt. The director just runs up. Squirt bottle.
Have you heard about what happened with those two when they go into a motel room? When they were in a hotel somewhere and the people in other rooms near them were actually complaining because they were having far too loud sex.
Was this early in their relationship?
I believe so.
Yeah, something tells me that sounds like an early in their relationship.
But their sex was really loud.
So yeah, they had a really strong connection before Brad decided to fuck the nanny.
Yeah. yeah, they did.
Yeah, God.
But yeah, young Angelina Jolie though. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the movie she was in called Wanted?
Yes.
Where they were curving the bullet.
Yes.
Who's that who's the main actor in that? He's a pretty good actor.
It's the guy that played Professor X as well.
Yeah, that guy. He's actually
Split.
Split. Yeah, he's a really good. Like he was really good, and so was Angelina Jolie.
He's fuck. Now I'm.
Yeah,
I have to because it's gonna plague me otherwise.
Yeah, so Angelina Jolie and him were like really good in that movie, but it was still like a shit movie. Okay, we shall curve the bullets. And I love the end scene where he's like standing in the middle.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
I just remember his name just as I typed in Split.
What?
James McAvoy.
Yeah,
I got the McAvoy right.
Yeah, he's the one who had to he had to destroy his own fucking Oblivion disc because he got so addicted to it.
Did he?
Look it up. Yeah, James McAvoy got so addicted to Oblivion that he actually had to destroy his Oblivion game copy because he just kept playing it too much. We talked about this during the early episodes. We're talking about James McAvoy. I remember even him back then. I can remember his name. Yeah. Yeah, he got really addicted to Oblivion, which I can't blame him because, this generation got addicted, or my millennial generation got addicted to fucking Skyrim. We got so addicted that we got our 10th year special anniversary one. Yeah, no, look it up. I shit you not. He actually got addicted to it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, James McAvoy was playing too much Oblivion, so he destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, our version of Skyrim.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, fuck, I'm starting to get pretty pissed.
Yeah. We're getting to that point, so...
Mate, how long have we been going now?
Yeah, close to an hour and a half.
It's already past 11 o'clock.
I know.
Fuck me.
So, okay, why don't we wrap up with stories then? So, I'll hand the honours to you, because I always start with stories, so I'm going to hand the
Not
honours...
always, but lately, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to hand the honours to you for this one.
Okay, so give me 1 second, because, my drunk brain needs to try and crank a few cogs working.
Yep.
Fuck. So just funny stories in general?
Any story that you can think of at the top of your head. Whatever comes to mind.
See, the first story that came to mind was when I'm not now, but I used to be when I was much, much, much younger.
Yeah.
Quite heavily into the illicit substance.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've told you this story before. I just haven't told it on podcast.
All right, we'll find out.
Okay, so I was living in Bendigo.
Yep.
As soon as I say living in Bendigo,
there you go.
Me and my housemates were blasted out of a goddamn mines, and we decided to take a trip down to the Woolworths, which was about 10-minute walk away.
Yep.
Tripping balls whilst at it.
Yep.
And up there we also had a nice cute little cat that just went. She eventually went psycho, but she was a cute little cat.
Oh, this story. Yep, I remember this one. Yeah.
So yeah, we're like, yep, all good. Okay, let's go down. And me tripping absolute balls. The cat liked to follow us every now and then. She got down to about the end of our street and then stopped. And I turned around to my housemates at the time and just turned around and say, "Don't worry, guys. The cat said she'll wait for us here. We'll go shopping and she'll be right here when we get back." I was on some very illicit substances, Max, and this was on I think it was on a Saturday. Yeah, because I worked Monday to Friday. So, yeah, it would have been on a Saturday. And keep in mind, I was going out that night as well.
Yeah.
And this was like 2 PM, and I was already that fucked up.
Yeah.
So we went there, we went back. Whilst at the Woolworths, and it's like, I got, because I was craving ice cream, so I got Hokey Pokey ice cream.
Yep.
Obviously the cash register knew we were fucked. And housemate goes, I'm going to bring some ice cream. I was like, no, it's my fucking Hokey Pokey ice cream. I was 5 kinds of fuck-eyed. I shit you not, half of my time in Bendigo I don't really remember because I was too fucked.
Yep.
Okay, your turn.
That's it? That's your story?
Well, the fact that I thought the cat was talking to me, and I turned around and said, "Don't worry, guys." She said, she'll wait right here for us.
All right, I couldn't remember the end of that, but I was expecting a bit more of a payoff on that
If you want stories from Bendigo, give me until next time.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that next episode then.
Oh,
it'll be called the Bendigo podcast.
No,
okay.
Brendan, the BB podcast, Brendan in Bendigo.
Yeah, that's
it. Oh my god.
Okay. I got the idea for next podcast, and you're gonna love it. Trust me.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so for the next podcast, I'll select the drinks, and we'll just talk about Bendigo.
Blake, if you watch this shit, please come over and fucking spend the night. We'll get you on this, because my fucking Christ, you'd be able to tell some stories about the stupid shit I did.
Well, I mean, damn it, I'll need time to get. Okay, give me time to order another fucking mic and a stand, and we'll get Blake over.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
no,
so
you want stories about me in Bendigo? That's the best place.
Okay, so tomorrow I'll order another fucking mic and stand and some cords and shit.
Just in case we get a third person.
Well, I mean, and and then you talk to Blake and all. Well,
like Blake's got 2 dogs, so he lives on his own, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, so we'll work it out.
But if we can pick Blake up in my car, throw the dogs in the back, and get him down here, fucking guarantee.
Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay. So mine is a more recent story.
Okay.
But it also encompasses 2 different situations because it all happened on the same night. So I started working for another company. Yes. Right. I don't work for the same company that Brendan does at the moment. No, anymore. So that relationship has ended with that company. Not the relationship, but the working relationship has.
Yes. No, the fact that they're not giving him shifts anymore.
Exactly, because I've asked for no more shifts. Yeah. Okay, so
which makes me sad.
So because now whatever. So I was working in the city in a pub, or not a pub, a rooftop bar.
Wait, is this?
Yeah. This only happened like a week or 2 ago.
TD?
No, just okay. So I was standing on the door because that's where they only want the guard, and I'm just like punching cigarettes, talking to some of the people that are walking through and that.
This is S8.
Close to it. And I'm sitting there and all that kind of stuff. And I'm rolling sick. And then I see, because there's a wall in front of us, because it basically goes down an alleyway. And there's a couple of windows, and it leads out into a room. And there's the front window. So I can see basically onto the street perfectly. And there's this guy who's sitting around like a signpost on crutches and that with a fucking moon boot and everything. He's just standing around, got a backpack on, looking around and that. And I'm just standing there going, what's he doing? Oh, whatever. Don't care. So I'm just like, such and such. I keep looking over him because like, what the fuck is he doing? And then next thing you know, I see him, with a cloth or something over his arm. Yep. Right? I can't really see. I'm like, what's going on? I can't really see what's on his arm. And on this post, there's a bike with a bike lock and everything onto it. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? And, look around. The next thing you know, this was like at 9:30 at night. So it was fairly busy still. Angle grinder.
You've got to be fucking joking.
Oh, yeah. Angle grinder. Just 2 seconds later, because I seen all the sparks and that just... Oh, he just... jumps on the bike and just rides away.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yep.
Oh, my fucking Christ.
Yep.
And this is why you don't ride your bike into the city.
Or you just don't ride your bike, don't have a bike in general because some cunt's going to steal it with an angle grinder.
Yeah, that's excessive.
Yeah. Yeah, so he literally just angle grinded a fucking bike padlock, just off and then just off. Okay, so that's the first half of the story. The second half, it has nothing to do with that first guy. That was just a separate event.
Random bullshit.
Okay, so it was about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. And there was literally no one in this alleyway. It was just myself standing on the door, having a cigarette. Finished the cigarette, right? And I'm sitting there. 5 minutes go past. I turn to my right. And the right, facing me right, is basically the very, very, very end of the laneway. Because where my venue is at the top of one laneway. Right? The other one is... And all I see is this guy on a scooter pumping it. I haven't even told you this story.
No, you have not.
Yeah, so he's pumping it. Like he's... I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, he's really going on this fucking bike. And then I keep looking at him, and then just behind him, I see two guys run around the corner, just sprinting, right? And I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck is going on? And then he's pumping it, he's still pumping it, right? And then as the guys get a little bit closer, I realize, oh fuck, that's the police. So I'm casually just leaning up against the wall, watching this guy like pumping it up towards me. And, you know, they're just well off behind him and shit. And then, you know, he gets a little bit closer. I take a step out. And then next thing you know, boom, drop him with my shoulder. And so I've dropped him with my shoulder. The guy just instantly like gets up and he starts running out from the other end of the end. And he turns fucking right. And then I'm like, yep, there you go. And the cops are running up behind him and they look at me and they go, good job. And they're just like, and then I'm like, okay. And then I stand there for like a minute. I grab his scooter and I just instantly take it inside. I just go, if he's coming back for it, I'm just like, fuck you. You're not getting this fucking scooter back.
Yeah.
Mate. And then I just go, okay, I'll just pop my head around the corner. Next thing you know, there's already another unit that's got him arrested and shit.
Oh, that would have been fucking mint.
It was so good, man. And then there was like the third cop who was like the senior sergeant or something. He's like just walking up and he's going, oh, where did the boys get to? And I just walk up to him and go, yeah, don't worry. The other boys have already got him. They're just up around the corner. Oh, cheers, thanks, mate. Just walk up around the corner and shit. And then he comes back later and goes, yeah, can I have your scooter? I'm like, yeah, here you go. Fucking take it.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Yep. I didn't tell you that because I wanted that one saved for the fucking podcast.
Oh, nice. I love it.
Yep. So I fucking, on a single night, I watched someone in the middle of the fucking city angle grind a fucking padlock on a bike and steal it. And I also shoulder charged a fucking guy that the police were fucking chasing for some apparent reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, don't know why. Or you know is that you saw cops after him and that's enough.
That was enough. I just like, you know, I could have been like, knocked on. I'm like, nah, I'm going to fucking do this.
Yeah, it's like, nah, the cops. There's the thing is like somebody who give cops shit, but simple fact is they're like, you can give cops shit all you want, but at the same time is when you need them, they're going to fucking be there.
Yep. All right. So
and like I would say, like I'm not pouring another drink for the fucking say chips.
That's why I left a little bit for
you know what I'm like with vodka.
Yeah, all right. So lead us out, man.
Okay.
Lead us out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to The Standard Drink with your hosts, Brendan and Bo.
Yep, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. In fact, you know what? Leave a dislike on this video because I will be... Because I will post it on Twitter or maybe leave it in the community section of how many people we've disliked because I want to know.
And believe me, I've actually jumped on Twitter on my way to work and he is surprisingly active on that fucking shit.
Relatively.
For the Standard Drink, he is active. He's a few posts a day.
Maybe a post.
It is. I had a look. It was a few posts a day.
Yeah, and I'm mainly
on Twitter.
And I'm mainly just giving shit to Scott Morrison.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
if you want to giggle.
Yeah. So leave a like, comment. Follow us on our socials, Twitter.
Like, comment, or in this case, dislike and comment. Follow social Discord.
No,
not Discord.
No,
not yet.
Twitter, Instagram, Follow us on our Twitch because eventually, I think Brendan might stream on there a little bit more, or if not, I will.
No, he will, but also Zach_Draco. I do stream every now and then on Twitter.
I will
on
just
Twitch.
send me a link and I will post that in underneath.
But yeah, eventually, hopefully, one day soon when my mate in America is also free, we're gonna start doing some proper breakpoint bullshit.
Yeah. So do all that kind of stuff, and as always, guys,
I would have more drink in here, but oh wait, there's a sip.
Yeah.
Stay tipsy,
guys. I'm gonna finish this off before.
Tasty.
End of the podcast.